Alright guys, so this is a quick video on how to fillet a channel catfish that we caught on the lake earlier today. Nice healthy one, about 2 pounds. So you're going to start off by getting a long knife, just like any other fish, right behind the head. Just one cut, then come down to his back and fillet right down the back of the bones of the ribs, just like this. Sometimes they can be difficult with their skin. There's two different ways to do this on a catfish. This is the first way, and I'll show you guys the second way here in a minute on the other side. So start just like this. You gotta watch their spines. They will get you. You just come out at the end of the ribs and fillet back. Not all the way through them. Now, just gonna fillet around those rib bones. Slippery fish, so sometimes you might want a glove to do this. Just like this. Right over the rib cage. You want a nice sharp knife to do this because they have really rough stuff. As you can see, there's a couple small pieces, not much left though, mainly fat along the bone. So now we're going to take off the skin. It's easy. Just 90-degree angle, gently pushing your knife along the back. Flip them around so it's easy, because I'm right-handed. Just like this. And just work your blade along the skin. There you go. You can cut this flab of skin off. That's all just skin and fat. This yellow is all fat, which is why whenever I'm skinning these, I take a little bit more off instead of doing it right at the skin, because as you can see, all that fat, that's what gives it a musky taste sometimes, just this thin layer of fat and stuff. So just gonna throw that to the side, and here's your fillet. Nice, beautiful, freshly caught, no bones piece of catfish fillet, just like that. And there you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. You don't need that. And we're going to put that in ice water. And then we're going to flip him over. I'm going to show you the most basic way of doing it that a lot of people do because it's easiest. Just simple cut. You're going to get a good grip. And then try to cut through some of these bones, which I don't like because it's really rough in your knife, but you can find right where the rib bones is a flab of meat. Once you make that initial cut, we'll come back to that. But then you can start behind the rib cage and fillet this tail piece, just like that. Pop that off, and then go ahead and skin that. Try to take a little bit of that fat off of the fillet. There you go. Fresh caught. That's a nice hunk, beautiful hunk of meat. We're going to put that in ice water. Cut this flab of skin off and put that to the side. Now this rib cage, a lot of people just start like that and then just leave the meat on the rib cage. That really is some great meat, and there's a bunch of it. So now you can just take your knife and fillet along the ribs for this last piece of meat on the top of the ribs. Just like that. And there's another slab of meat. As you can see, no more meat left on this fish except for the stomach area, which you don't want to mess with. But to go ahead and see what he's been eating lately, you can cut him open, see if he's been eating anything interesting. Doesn't look like he's eating too much. There's the stomach. Cut that open. It's always interesting when you're in a lake to see what they're feeding on. So it's gonna let whatever's in there come out. Something's in there. Go ahead and cut it. Cut it in half. What? Yeah. Yeah, just little scales. So it was a fish. Probably still the rest of it somewhere else. Ooh, and that, from what I'm pretty sure of, is something I'm sure you guys can tell what it is. Some nice, beautiful caviar. So I'm not sure myself if you can eat this. Comment below if catfish caviar is good. But that's what that looks like. So I'm not going to eat it because I'm not sure whether you can or not. So I'm not going to mess with it just now. But comment below whether you know if it's good or not. Cut one of these in half, as you can see all that row. Smells good, but there you go. That's catfish caviar. I'm gonna set these aside, so if I find out it's good, then I might be interested in that, but probably not, guys. There you go, one skin catfish. That's how I do it. And you get a decent amount of meat, as you can see. There's just the 1.5 side. Now if we can take this small piece, start a little cut above the skin, and take our knife and just fillet it. Fillet it down. Just like that. And that's another nice boneless slab of meat to throw in the fryer. Cut that last tiny piece of skin off right there. And there you go. As you can see, on this one small 1.5 pound catfish, there's a lot of meat. Plenty for a nice sandwich or nice fry. And as you can see, we have another nice one in the cooler here. This one's about 2 or 3 pounds, but you can do the same exact thing on bigger ones. But there you go, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time.